Check, 1 2. Check, 1 2. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. This is K Sutra. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. 1 second. All right. So, real quick, we're gonna go ahead and post up our picture. Sorry, our screenshots. Post the link and everything like that on Instagram. Get everything situated. Let's go ahead and type out, click the link and join the conversation. All right. Let's go ahead and get our camera situated. Uh-oh. What's going on? Technical difficulties. You know what? That's why we got a second camera. Sorry about that stream. A little delayed. But you know what? It's worth it for you guys. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, go ahead and switch cameras real quick. One second. Let's go ahead and plug this camera in. Right there. Let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and get everything hooked up. Depths tech. Yo, I really don't like this camera actually. So, give me a second. Camera is hooked back up. We got our camera hooked up, back up. Whoa, there we go. All right, guys. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, K Sutra. Um, Today we got a video talking about Lil Baby and just some recent antics. So let's go ahead and pull up the video, and we'll just have a little quick discussion before we get started on the video. All right, sorry. Been a little congested lately, so it's probably not the best for the microphone. Let me go ahead and walk away real quick. Come back refreshed. All right. So today's topic for the video is going to be Lil Baby. Um, just want to talk about what's going on with Lil Baby. It seems like recently he's been in the news for not the greatest reasons. I'll just say that. But before we get started, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, K Sutra. Um, Today we talk about music news, but we do in-depth music news, entertainment, beat breakdowns, how to make beats, all types of stuff like that. So if it's something you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Um, Also, I just wanted to say, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Um, Go ahead and subscribe. It'll let you know whenever I upload a video. That way you guys can, stay informed. So let's get into it. All right. So recently, like I said, Lil Baby's been in the news for not really the greatest reasons, right? From allegedly scamming streamers, right? On stream, his low record sales. It seems like he can't catch a break. And now, it seems as if he's being exposed by a basically OnlyFans model who has screenshots. So let's go ahead and get into it.
What's poppin', y'all? Can Lil Baby please catch a W soon, man? Ever since Young Thug said whatever Wham says goes, it sounds
Yeah, nah, for real. He has not. He's just not been winning recently. So let's skip ahead. As you guys know, Lil Baby and Lil Yachty were on the same label together. As many of you know, I should say, right? It's not necessarily just basic news, but All right. So like I said, Lil Yachty, Lil Baby, same label. I believe the Migos and a couple other artists were on the same label, QC. However, um, they all kind of went not really went their separate routes to say that they don't mess with each other anymore, but they've all got their own careers. And but Lil Baby and Lil Yachty have always kind of been pretty close, right? Now, the interesting thing about this video is the girl who's exposing Lil Baby used to mess with Lil Yachty. So I'll just continue with the video. We'll react to it together.
A and P, QC. Yeah, QC. I just remember Migos. So Migos was on there as well, although one of the Migos had issues with Lil Baby. I don't know if that's still going on. But Lil Baby gets exposed by some chick named Yawoe Senpai.
Yo, yeah, I don't care. Whoa, Alexandra. Yeah, whoa. Senpai? Okay. But anyways, this chick, she has her link in bio, right? Typical. Um, she's a model, so to speak, and basically she sells her body online, right? And this is a girl that Lil Baby seems to be interested in. So, or a lady that he seems to be interested in, right?
Oa Yawo does 786. That you see this guy text.
All right, so here's some screenshots from a number that appears to be Lil Baby, right?
Texting. So clearly he already has a number. We don't know how. 786. That's a Dade County. Is that Dade County? Let's see if my memory serves me correct. Yes, sir. It's Miami-Dade County number. So he's like, hello. And Yachty comes into this very soon. He says, let me know something. What's wrong? So that's Friday at 4:34 p.m. and then at 11 p.m. And then the next day, I'm guessing, he says, I'm in Orlando. I came to find you. Like, dog, what? And then he goes on to say, so you went back home. I get it. On the way to your house. I'm going to show you crazy. Nah, the reason why he's saying this is because this chick is an absolute nutball psycho lunatic. Like, there are TikToks of her. There's a crash out series of her. Like, part 1, part 2, part 3.
All right, so this seems to be a lady that really likes attention, right? She's got a whole crash out series. She's, selling herself online. So clearly there's like a need for attention, and it's not being fulfilled in the right manner, right? So typically these people have mental issues, right? If you're seeking attention, doing crazy antics, like it's it's a sign of mental illness, right? So this is already a red flag, but this is somebody that Lil Baby seems to be chasing, which is not good, right? It's like, brother, chill.
3, part 4, part 5, part 6. It's a huge compilation of this chick just spazzing out, breaking stuff, jumping on top of cars. Frankly, if she was a male, she would either be...
Yeah, that's like a double standard too. A lot of times guys will go do these crash outs and these antics, these pranks, and right away somebody will check them, you know. But a lot of times because a female might be, somewhat attractive, or they get a pass for oh, she's just dumb. She's just young and dumb. She doesn't know better, right? But that's how people that's how people use the victim card, or that's how people, learn to play victim, is because they've never really had accountability for their actions. So anytime something happens and they play the victim, and society continues to give them passes, they get used to that. So it's not something that's good. But we'll see how that plays into this part of the video later.
6 feet under the dirt because someone would have gotten so angry that they just laid her down. And I'm not talking about laying down on her back, which is what she seems to do for money, but also probably just in a cell somewhere because someone would have decided to press charges. And then she replies and he says, you must have the... So he's saying, I'm going to show you crazy because she's crazy herself. And probably, like attracts like. She says, you must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. You're not in Orlando. And he says, "On God I am. Show me." See, this is where you must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. So she's saying stop, but she's saying go. This is dangerous. And then she says, "Show me." So this is so funny because she said, "Man, you ain't really about it. You're not the type to pull up. You not crazy. You kind of saying." Now he is crazy for talking to this chick in general, but that's what certain people they need. You know how like people get on testosterone. Some people need some estrogen. They're too testosterone now. They're too horned out. You need to reduce those levels of testosterone.
Nah, for real. It's like, bro, you gotta chill. You can't. They say you can't. Everything that glitters isn't gold, right? You can't jump at everything. So just because it look good or it sound good, but see nowadays too, like these people just got the game fucked up. There's so many young men that are simps, right? They see a lady that look, somewhat attractive or whatever, and right away they're willing to, like throw away everything for them. And then on top of that too, you got ladies who thrive on that. You got young ladies who thrive on that, who are looking for an opportunity. So it's like the ecosystem for reproduction, the ecosystem, the dating pool has just declined, right? A lot of people are in it for the material and what's not, not the stuff that's what's the word? Substantial, right? They're looking for the skin deep stuff instead of the actual substance, right? So, like I said, the dating pool seemed to decline over the year, and a lot of people are just in it for the opportunity. So that's what we're seeing right now is Lil Baby's trying to chase this chick who seems to love attention, who seems to like, you know, taking advantage of the opportunity to get what she wants out of it. And we'll see how that plays out again later on in this video.
Reduce their drive to make sure that they had better decisions. Hey, I like crazy. Young, like chill. Because ignoring me for weeks is crazy. I'm 25 minutes from your house. I'ma be in driveway. Shrugging emoji. See,
That's crazy. Okay, so Lil Baby is in the black, right? So it says, I got the right woman. The woman that got me hyped to disappear. She says, I'm getting my hair done. Don't act crazy. She says, where do I live then? Stop that. He says, you like crazy. You don't like chill. And then, because ignoring me for weeks is crazy. So that's the funny part, right? A lot of these rappers be playing cool, be trying to act like, they got it all figured out. They popping, they this, they that, right? A lot of people don't tell you these rappers be in debt. A lot of these rappers be in debt, but on top of that, okay, the ones that do got some money, a lot of them don't got game, you know? Yeah, you got the jewels on and stuff like that, but you not talking to the lady. You only fucking with ladies that's interested in what you got on. So you really don't even gotta say nothing. But now, when it come to an actual woman who's not impressed by that, or who has her own stuff, let's say they have their own stuff, right? Or one of these models, these OnlyFans models that are getting so many donations left and right, that's all they see you as is just another donation. So it's like, realistically, you're just barking up the wrong tree, bro. Like, I get it. You think because you got a little bit of swag or you got some records going. These ladies don't care, bro. All they're looking for is the next meal. The next meal ticket. Who's gonna buy me some heels? Who gonna pay my bills? Who gonna, and it's not even like a thank you, I appreciate you for doing that. It's okay, so who's gonna pay for next month? All right, guys, who's gonna, they don't ever stop to, like, nobody wants to work. That's why these young ladies don't want to work nowadays. Because they figure, oh, I could just go get me a baller. I'll just go get me a rapper. Oh, I'm gonna marry a billionaire. It's just so backwards.
This is the thing, man. This is the thing with the rappers. They have egos with everybody else, but they're like, yo, you ignore me for weeks is fine. And they're chasing after being ignored by weeks for a chick that's online. Keep in mind, this chick is online, bare. You don't even want to Google her. She's online, bare. She's getting smashed out. She's getting rained on. And I'm not talking money rained on. I'm talking other types of money shots. And this guy's going crazy for Lil Baby. Meanwhile, people, when it comes down to people showing up on time, showing up to the shows for the fans on time, giving a good performance. I'm not saying Lil Baby doesn't do these things. I don't know. But rappers in general, they got a big ego with all of that. They got big egos with press or media. But with this chick, he can't even tell himself, man, this chick's going to ignore me for... The ego doesn't kick in here of this chick's going to ignore me for weeks? Man, screw this chick. She don't know who I am? Which I don't think people should just carry who I am by their status within the rap game or within really anything, because that can't be taken away. He giveth and he taketh. And Lil Baby this year is not Lil Baby a couple of years ago. But anyway, instead the ego kicks in the reverse direction of, yo, I gotta show her what she missing out on. Like, how could she be denying me? So then they go chasing even harder. And it's just, I don't like crazy at all. I'm a grown-ass woman. Stop that. If you miss me, just say that. Man, this chick is a lunatic, dog. It's almost like people that say peace and love and people that say, oh, I'm about, like raising.
Yeah, didn't he just say she had like a whole crash out series? But apparently she loves peace and love. Make it make sense. And then on top of that, it's like there's definitely ladies out there that will, ghost you until they want something or finally answer you back. You know, like I'm saying, like she's got him right where she wants him. He is caught up on her. She don't really care, but she's like, what can I get out of it? So in her mind, she's like, I'll ignore him a little bit because he likes me. That'll just build up the anticipation. Then before it wears off, I'll reach out. Okay, so now he's holding on to this interest, right? So it was down here. He was building interest. Boom, now he's up here. Then after she says, hey, what you got going on? She's just teasing him. Oh, you don't really know where I'm at. Oh, like she's just doing all these little things to just toy with him. And it's just stroking his ego. 'Cause in his head, he's like, oh yeah, she finally came around. A lot of these guys got the game twisted. A lot of these guys be simps chasing thoughts, right? Chasing hoes that they like it's just backwards, bro. Like they're stressing out over the hoes. Like, goddamn, this chick don't like me. I gotta flex and show her, But it's like, bro, you breaking a sweat for this chick, like you got it backwards. You know what I'm saying? The rappers are supposed to be cool, not care, But yeah, that's what happens when you got, just a generation of simps, a generation of materialistic women, because that's how these guys learn to talk to these women is like, oh, you want material? I got you. It don't matter. But that's a simp, bro. So it's like a lot of dudes just be fucked up backwards. Let's see what else is going on.
People that say, oh, I'm about, like raising spiritual vibration. Why do you got to raise it? What was your baseline before that it needed to be raised? That's what you should be worried about. This chick's a nutcase, and will never change. And he says, well, you could have just told me what it was instead of ignoring me.
Let's see. All right. So, like I said, she ignored him for weeks, right? And then she finally responded. She says, it says, ignoring me for weeks is crazy. That's Lil Baby. I'm 25 minutes from your house. I'm gonna be in your driveway, right? So that's crazy. He doesn't know where she lives, by the way. He's just telling her that, which it sounds like a stalker, right? That sounds like grape, um, uh, SA. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like something that a person that eats grapes would do. So let's just say he wasn't a famous person and she wasn't an OnlyFans model, that would be a police investigation immediately, right? It should be a police investigation because, like, that? Why are you saying that, sir? I'm gonna be in your driveway. That's if you weren't talking sexual, that could still be looked at as a some kind of a threatening undertone. Like you got to be careful, is what I'm saying, right? As a rapper, you got to, as a man in general, right? You can't be saying that kind of stuff. I'm 25 minutes from your house. Like pull up and the cops are gonna be there, or the wrong person, right? Like that could be a setup. All right. She says, I don't like crazy at all. I'm a grown ass woman. Stop that. If you miss me, just say it. Right? So now she's toying with him. Well, you could have just told me what it was instead of ignoring me. Ignore me mean pull up and find me. What? Of course I miss you. I have my hopes all up to see, then no response. Damn, my man's just down bad, right? Okay, she says, no, it doesn't. Stop cosplaying a crazy man because you think I like that. I like peace and love. So, again, she is crazy already, right? She's not about the peace and love. She says that, but that's just she's crazy, right? But on top of that, him over here saying, um, ignore me means pull up and find me. No, it doesn't, sir. No, it doesn't. And that's why she says, stop cosplaying like a crazy man. But now he can't back down, right? Because if he stops acting crazy, she gonna be like, boy, I knew you wasn't about it. So he gotta go full out. He's gotta go full retard, right? She says, he says, at this point, you can't like peace and love. That's all. Oh, that's all I've been trying to give you. Damn. My man's just really wearing his heart on his sleeve. Okay. All right, Lil Baby. Let's see what we got going on, right? Look, that's how she doing him.
Tries to jump and it's just right away from it, like a second.
That's how she doing him.
It's playing with the laser.
He like the little cat right there.
And he's just think he backs up about the energy.
All right. So he said, at this point, you can't like peace and love because that's all I've been trying to give you. She said, so explain to me. Oh, he said, so explain to me why the sudden cutoff. Maybe I won't come to your house if I got an understanding. She said, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't cut you off because I don't fuck with you. I just felt it was disrespectful on my end to take it to that point of sharing my body with you when I used to mess with Boat. So she's talking about Lil Yachty, right? I don't know your relationship with him, and I'm not that type of woman. Keep in mind that this lady has a OnlyFans or similar account, right? So she's doing something with her body online where people are paying her. But yet she is not that type of woman. She don't do this kind of thing. Okay? She's not that type of lady. Let's see what else we got. This is Lil Baby right here, right? Cuz he fuck with Lil Yachty, right? He's like, Lil Yachty like my brother. Lil Yachty like my brother, yo. But now she's like, yeah, I used to mess with him. Now you can't hit it. And I know you like me. He got to be going through it. He said, all I was trying to give you was peace and love. That's all I was trying to give you.
He had to be furious. He had to be growling through those teeth. Because Lil Yachty, his inferior in career and hype and label prioritization for really the majority of both of their careers, and he came into the game after Lil Yachty. He's like, this chick won't give me no box because Yachty got it first. And she's talking about sharing her body. Man, let's get that out the way. Now, I don't know how Lil Yachty gets... I kind of feel a little bit bad for Yachty when he gets sucked into these situations because Yachty learned young, too. You don't see Yachty front and center with any of these chicks. Now, it begs the question, is Yachty tricking like the other dudes are on this chick? I don't know. And she's saying, I'm not that type of woman. Man.
What do y'all think? Is Yachty tricking, too? Is Yachty tricking? Who knows? Let me know down below.
Get the hell out of here. Or does Yachty strike fear into her? Could be. I don't know. And then he goes, well, I def respect that on all levels, but at this point, it's too effing late for all that. LOL. And Boat, my little brother, no matter what. He your big brother in this situation. It ain't that type situation, though. I've told Boat I'm on your body, though. Not since we've met, but before I met you. When I seen him with you, I told him, like,
That is crazy. He said, Bo is my brother no matter what. But it ain't that type situation though. I told Bo I'm on your body though. What? So wait, let me get this right. Lil Boat used to Lil Lil Yachty used to mess with this chick, right? You approach him knowing that he's with her, and you like, yeah, bro, I'm on her body, bro. What? Since we met, but before I met you, when I seen him with you, I told him like, that's my dream woman, bro, bro, bro. How down bad do you have to be to tell another man that the woman that he's with, the woman he's with, bro, that's my dream woman, bro. Damn, come on, bro. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. She said it's not too late. He said, definitely too late. My soul already attached. You want to put Boat in a group message so I can confess my love? What? She said no. Stop doing that. You're funny. We're grown. Now, you know I wouldn't do that, but that's how serious I am, though. We too grown for you to be cutting me off.
that's my dream woman. This is cruel.
So I still can't get over that. Like approaching another man and being like, "Yo, that chick you with, that's my dream woman, bro." Like, yeah. All right. So he said, "We too grown for you to be cutting me off. Like, come on now, we too grown for that." She said, "I'm in a space right now where I'm keeping my body to myself. So unless you want a really good friend, there's no point in continuing to speak." He said, "I want everything, whatever you come with. I'm confused as to why you coming at me like this, though. Like I ain't even come at you on no sex shit. I'm really just trying to get to know you. Like deeply. We could be friends, though, if that's what I gotta be. But I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm 2 minutes from your house." She said, "You don't even know where I live." He said, "Watch. I hope your peoples is not there." Okay. She said, "What peoples? It's been 2 minutes. Crazy." Now look at her. She on the floor now. No, I'm just playing. That was just a random video from her. Let's see. He said, "Whoever though, whoever you cut me off for, right?" He said, "Oh well, if so, I guess he's saying so be it, right?" She said, "What?" He said, "That's was my answer to what people." She said, "If you help me get my dream car, you can have me forever." He said, "Oh, bet. Bet." That's all you had to say. That's like the easiest thing you could have said. Like, come on now, that's easy. What kind of car is that? So after stringing him along for a cool minute, and ignoring him and building up that anticipation, like I said, now she finally brought it out, right? Because she couldn't just say that from gate. Hey, I'm not going to date you, but, I kind of really want you to buy me a car. Because no, no. But she know how to play the game, right? She know I'm going to ignore him. It's going to drive him crazy. And then when he's at his lowest, I'm going to stroke his ego. That's sinister. It's crazy. So as soon as he's at his lowest, right? She's like, "Hey, I've been thinking about you." But not like that, you know. But like, if you give me a dream car, you can have my body. I mean, you can have me forever. So now he's like, yeah, bet, bet. That's the easiest thing you could have said. He said, what kind of car? What kind of car you want? She said, I'll cut everybody in the world off. I'll even delete Instagram. He said, and I mean forever? You know exactly what to say, huh? Yeah, Rolls-Royce Cullinan 2025, and it can't be a striker. Or a Porsche GTR S3 2025 in pink. She don't waste no time. She don't waste no time. All right. So she didn't want no little model, Tesla Model S or no little Jeep or nothing like that. Nah, she wanted the Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce 2025. Sheesh. And it can't be a striker. So that is a stolen car. For those of you who are unaware, that's a stolen car. So she's basically saying you can't just go steal a car and give it to me, because you're black. Nah, because that's what rappers are apparently out here doing is just stealing Rolls Royces. But nah, she's like, you can't do that. That'd be too easy. You gotta pay for it. I need to see that payment, that stub.
In 2025, and it can't be a striker, or Porsche GT3 GTRS3 2025 in pink. I think
Yeah, that's crazy. So she did that. She did that for real. He said, "You've been dealing with some real, I don't know, real bullshit." Striker, like I ain't gonna lie, that's an insult. She said my ex was scammer, so I was with him for a couple years. I definitely used to the bullshit. He said, "Yeah, see, I don't know nothing about that life at all, and I love that you smart. You went for the highest cars in the market. Is she smart or are you dumb? You know what I'm saying?" She said, "The Porsche's a better investment, though. Not really, because if we know anything about cars, the second you drive off the lot, it depreciated." He said, "I'm usually a pink slip type of guy, but you picked the big one. I'm gonna have to get you a little note, but definitely obtainable today." She said, "I could be honest. I could pay the monthly payment too. I just can't put a down payment on nothing right now." Of course. Of course. But here's the thing. She's slick, right? She's gonna tell him, yeah, no, I could cover the monthly payment because she knows that that's gonna help her out, right? That's gonna help entice him on buying it. Oh, and you'll pay too? Okay, bet. Oh, you just need me to cover the down payment, right? But yeah, if she can do the payments on it, then yeah, sure. Cause what would have happened is he would have financed it and then just repoed that bitch as soon as he got what he wanted. But he ain't gonna get what he want. And she just stringing him along. Okay.
yeah, you're doing it right now. And then he puts a thumbs down. And this is the thing. He's talking.
Oh, okay. So she said she was gonna get one of those cars too, but eventually because she had to keep shaking some more ass, he put a little thumbs down. Cause remember, that's his chick. That's his dream woman. He said, "See, we getting somewhere. I got the down payment part." She said, he said, I don't want nobody seeing you shaking your ass. Just shake it for me." Okay. Well, then you have to buy the car or pay the car off. She said, "You want me to stop shaking my ass? Pay my car off." He said, "That's easy, mama. But damn, you must hear bad about me. Like, you hear I'm a trick or something? Like, how you even get to that?" Shit, three, four questions, that's all it took. Said, "Now, I just know you can make things possible that a normal person can't." Woo! What I told you. She know how to stroke the ego. That's all you gotta tell these rappers. Hey, I know you really popping. I know you really that dude. He like, shit. Bet. Let me show you a little something, something. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's crazy.
About he's thumbs downing her wanting to shake behind for it, earn it.
Let's see what else. All right. Is there any more text messages? Okay. I actually haven't heard anything about you. I don't ask. He said, okay, I'll take that. He said, get you a sitter for when? He said, tonight. He said, okay, where you at? Miami. Okay. Remember, he told her he was like right down the street from her. But anyway, she sent a picture. He over here, simping out, doll face. You know, that it is what it is, right? She's not an ugly lady, but a lot of these ladies have ugly, yeah, a lot of ladies have ugly habits, and a lot of these guys are here to let them continue those. So, not call them out. But that's what we need. We need guys to call this out, this kind of behavior out, and we need ladies to step up as well. So I think if we have a culture where we push for, you know, just betterment of each other, then things will be a lot better, right? It's simple enough. But yeah, she's out here making little Bobby. She got little Bobby turning into a simp, and that boy ain't right. But nah, Lil Baby over here chasing this lady. She's a little crazy, and it seems like a lot of young guys are attracted to crazy, and it's a big red flag because it can do a lot of damage. Whether it be physical, uh, you can have a STD, you can get some kind of disease, you can get hurt, you can get all types of different things, but also mental illness, right? Because this stuff, dealing with these crazy people in general, right? Just dealing with somebody crazy or in that kind of relationship is not the best for your health, right? So if you guys made it this far, thank you again for tuning in. I'm your host, K Sutra. We go live every other day. So if you guys are interested in seeing videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications, and that is pretty much it. So thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. But yeah, that's it for me. Peace out, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Take care.
I'm just a bride. Now give me that. Give me that, boy. Give me that. I'm just a bride. Now give me that. Give me, give me. Give me, give me. I'm just a bride. Now give me that. Give me, give me. Give me.